Yo, 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 it's your favorite anime slash manga enjoyer Shields here, and chapter 168 of One Punch Man is one of those manga chapters that is going down in the history books. Mark my words. This is a chapter that I know I will personally never ever forget. And as a matter of fact, the past three chapters of One Punch Man have just been nothing but certified gas pack. And if you're watching this video right now and you haven't caught up in One Punch Man or haven't read up to chapter 168, do yourself a favor, click off this video and catch up in this series because everything from the characters to the story to the artwork, nothing misses. It's just absolutely perfect and amazing. And with that being said, there's a lot to say about this chapter. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Spoilers, obviously. So the chapter picks up right back in between Garu and Saitama's fight, with Garu still using Blast Portal technique to try and land some hits on Saitama, but it's not working out too well. But we do get a page where Garu and Saitama exchange blows, and when I saw this page, I knew we were in for some crazy stuff and that this fight was about to go down. But there is one little note I want to mention before I get into talking about this fight, and that is Saitama's hand that is holding Genos' core actually still has his red glove intact. So from his uniform, his red glove is still on. Just the one though. So it's like some Michael Jackson hee hee energy. Like Saitama is literally Michael Jackson moonwalking on Garu right now. And I think that is just such an awesome, dope little detail that they added just by keeping that glove intact. And so cool, so cool. But anyway, Saitama and Garu keep going at it, and Saitama launches off a rock and neck chops Garu, which we've seen before, but this time it's like a direct hit. As a matter of fact, it just puts Garu on the ground, and Saitama, as he's holding Garu down with this neck chop, is like, "Come on, man, get serious. Like, I thought the whole point of you was like copy my powers and like surpass me. Like, come on, do it. Let's see you do it." And in this moment, Gar realizes that Saitama is just leagues ahead of him. And this is actually shown with a graph where it shows Saitama and Garu's heads, and they're even for a little bit, and then Saitama's stock just raises just all the way. And Garu realizes this. And as you guys can remember, it's stated that Saitama removes his limiter. And if you looked at this graph, you can see that, yeah, there's no limits to Saitama's power whatsoever. He just keeps going and going and going and going. So after they do this, they break away, and Saitama does the craziest move in the series to date. And I know I said this last chapter with the Serious Series table flip, but this just absolutely trumps that. And he does the Serious Series sneeze, which absolutely obliterates Jupiter. The whole planet just gone. And Garu is able to just slightly evade this attack, and he's like, "Oh crap, like what is going on?" And Saitama's right on his tail, but Garu lands a nuclear fission fist right on Saitama, and he thinks he's able to break away, and he's able to see Earth, which is like light years away. Doesn't make much sense, but he's Cosmic Garu, so whatever. So he sees Earth, and he's like, "Oh, I'm able to teleport there." So he teleports there, and he thinks he's fine, he thinks he's safe, but Saitama appears right behind him. And it's explained that Saitama actually farted to launch himself into the portal before it closed with Garu, and now he appears right behind him, punching him straight down to Earth, right back where they fought before. So this is actually kind of crazy. Saitama mentions it before. He's like, "Oh, we're back in the same place," and Garu is just defeated. He's just on the ground, like, "Kill me. Why are you not killing me? Please kill me." And Saitama's like, "I can't do that." And Garu's like, "Why?" And Saitama's like, "I'm a hero, and I also made a promise to that kid Tario that I wouldn't kill you." And he just gets flashbacks. Garu's like, "Tario? What the heck?" And he looks over at Tario, and Tario's actually dead on the ground. And Garu starts weeping like crazy and going nuts. After realizing that he's killed his one support in life, Tario, Garu approaches Saitama with one simple request, and that request is to pass down his ultimate technique to Saitama. Saitama's like, "Sure, whatever," and agrees. And as Garu is passing down his technique to Saitama, God interrupts them. And just like he did with Homeless Emperor, he tries to yoink back his power from Garu, but Garu is still successful in passing down his technique to Saitama. It turns out that ultimate technique is in fact time travel. Yes, you heard me right. Time freaking travel. So Saitama can time travel now, and that is exactly what he does. He travels backwards in time, reliving his whole battle with Garu, and realizes what he has to do to defeat him. And he travels all the way back to the point where Garu was on top of the hill, just exuding radiation on all those heroes, giving them all cancer. And Saitama just one punches him. But it's explained that this punch actually went back in time and landed before it was thrown, meaning that no punches were thrown at all to finish this fight. Yeah, just absolute madness. When I read that, I'm speechless. I'm still speechless thinking about it right now. So Saitama's astral body actually snaps back into his real body, and he's confused as he looks down and sees that Genos' core is still in his hand. And he also realizes that his dick is just out. But before he can cover up, Genos rockets over to him, greeting him and saying, "Hey, what's up, Sensei?" And Saitama's confused and realizes that Genos is still alive and doesn't really know what just happened. And that is where chapter 168 of One Punch Man ends. So I think this chapter marks the end of this arc with Saitama and Garu's battle coming to an end. And I loved every minute of this battle, and it's unfortunate that it's coming to an end, but I absolutely loved how it ended, and I'm really not disappointed whatsoever. And if you were to tell me that time travel was going to be involved in this battle, I'd actually be kind of a little mad. But the way that it was pulled off in this chapter was actually really well done, and I gotta give Murata that. I know he loves his science and he had to involve the little particles and stuff, but I still really, really dig the way that it was done, and I think it was very fluid and didn't seem like some cheap grab or anything like that. Like, it's really interesting to see what's gonna happen now, and we don't really see if Garu dies because he clearly dies when God takes his powers beforehand, before Saitama travels back in time, and we see his body turn into salt. But here in like the current timeline, it seems that Garu's still alive, so I personally really like Garu now, and I would like to see him have like a anti-hero flip or something like that, and that would be really sick to see him become a hero or something like that, or just still be involved in the story. I don't want to see him get killed off because I enjoyed this battle so freaking much. And with that being said, I will see you guys next chapter. 169 of One Punch Man is bound to be a doozy, and honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen next, so I'll see you guys then. Peace.